John and Tim here at Giant Center as the Bears getting ready for Saturday night's game. Tim, it was obviously a very eventful day here yesterday. Let's talk first about the Pittsburgh Penguins claiming Chris Bourque. We knew it was a possibility, but when it actually became reality, a kid that we basically saw grow up here in Hershey from the time he was 19, a couple of Calder Cups later, it's kind of tough to see number 17 go.
Yeah, I think it's a good opportunity for him, though I think there's really nothing left for him to prove at the AHL level. And, he really needs to get an NHL shot. And with the Penguins claiming him, I mean, it pretty much is clear that they're going to give him a chance there to do that. And I think you're right about the statement that he grew up here. I mean, to me, he played at BU for a year, but he really went to college with the Hershey Bears, and after 4 years, he graduated.
That he did. And the other roster move yesterday, maybe a little surprising just in the sense he didn't get any preseason time with Washington, but Boyd Kane getting the recall yesterday, and he'll be on the opening night roster for the Capitals. Yeah,
and Kaner, Langer, and Tyler Sloan all making NHL opening night rosters for the first time in their careers. It's pretty cool to see the guys coming through this league and working their way up and finally getting that chance at the Grail. I mean, Kaner, makes sense. I mean, he's a guy who can be a fourth line kind of guy and grind, and I think that's kind of what they need for that slot. And it's also pushing Langer up to the third line.
I know you had a chance to talk with Michael Neuvirth today, his first full day of practice. There are three goalies here. It's going to be kind of interesting going into Saturday. Mark French still kind of seemingly working through that, but there's going to come a point, at some point, somebody's going to be heading to South Carolina when the Stingrays get started.
Yeah, and Michael, tweaked lower body this week up there and was kind of sidelined, and there were questions about his health coming back, but apparently looks good today, feels good today, and apparently there's a distinct possibility he's going to start Saturday, which would be fitting, and he sounds like he's eager and wants to do that because with the banner raising, and he was the MVP that helped raise that banner.
The other thing we talked with Mark French today about was what's going to happen on right wing with the Aucoin and Giroux line. Yesterday at practice, we saw Darren Reed. Today we saw Andrew Gordon. He calls it kind of a work in progress. Where do you see that right now?
It's a work in progress. They're experimenting. Reeder got the first look yesterday. Gordo got a little bit of a look today. And Mark said he hasn't really decided who's actually going to get it Saturday. They got another day of practice tomorrow and a morning skate on Saturday, and they're at the end of the day there even could be somebody playing off wing in that slot. I mean, had Bourque not been claimed and had at some point he come back down after Thomas Fleischmann and/or Eric Fehr got healthy, I think there was a preliminary consideration given to him maybe possibly playing that slot in an off wing, and I think Boyd Kane could possibly end up playing that slot in off wing as well.
We've talked a little bit about the book that you have with Bruce Boudreau coming out at the end of October, but you've also been very busy in getting ready for the season. I know the Patriot News has a big pullout section coming in Friday's paper.
Yeah, pretty exciting. We got our biggest preview section ever, 16 pages. Have a big feature story on Mark French, piece on the travels that the Calder Cup made last summer, which is pretty entertaining and fun. And player bios, looks at the other teams in the league, and a general team preview of a team that I think is set up really well to have a chance to repeat.
Well, Tim, we look forward to that and appreciate you chatting with us.
All right, thanks, Sean. But you got a lot of nerve wearing that Cal Berkeley sweatshirt today.